Ben, we've ended our small losing sequence with a really important win today.
Yeah, for sure. I think it was important that once our next league game come, two of those losses have been in cups. I think it was mainly the performance that I was, especially at Harrow second half, where we capitulated, and QPR, where we didn't take enough of our chances that we had. I think that was the most frustrating thing, not about the result. But listen, once we get back to the bread and butter in the league, and we spoke about it before the game. We've got 2 league games before an FA Trophy prize in terms of our hard work and determination at Dulwich away. It's important that we got ourselves 3 points today, just to get that week behind us that we've just had. And listen, when we got our first win, back a few games ago, when we went on the little unbeaten run, it was never going to be an easy win. It was never going to be where you just run away with it. Listen, they made it hard for us at times, but the most important thing is that you've got to win and 3 points.
We came into this game with 4 first choice players missing. Does that make the victory even better for you? Yeah, we
spoke about that again before the game. We said it's going to put it in my programme notes. It's going to be a game where that tests our squad massively. Unfortunately, not just that we've got 4 suspended, we've got 2 or 3 injured as well. The likes of Toby, and it's it was always going to be difficult to get people in. I didn't want to upset the apple cart too much, because it's one game essentially, and they're all back for Tuesday. So listen, it was always going to be a difficult one. We had to have a couple of players in positions that they might not find themselves. I thought we were a little bit short in terms of substitutions. We were only able to make 1 really, just because of the balance of the game and the way it was going. But listen, Victor's gone into centre midfield, done a great job. Frankie in the last 2 games has done an excellent job. I think the right decision was to play him Wednesday, so he could bed himself into the team, and he showed loads of confidence today, didn't put a foot wrong. So yeah, it obviously affected us in terms of selection and bodies, but I think we just had to get our head down today and forget about that we've got people missing, utilise the squad and get a win.
We waited a long time for what proved to be the winning goal. Could see Niko back on the score sheet.
Yes, that's so important. Listen, Neeks is a talisman for this football club. I did think the goal was coming. We had more than enough chances, especially first half, and I just said, at half time, make sure that the chances keep coming, because if you're going to get a goal, you need to ensure that chances are being created, and I think we did that. The keeper made a couple of good saves, but we're a little bit sloppy at certain times. But listen, getting the goal was important, and then I thought we sorted the game out very, very well. So yeah, I was really, really happy to see Niko get on the score sheet, because hopefully that will open up the floodgates for him to get a few more for us.
Long trip on Tuesday.
Yeah, long trip on Tuesday. Listen, it's something that's been in the diary for the last couple of months anyway, so we have been aware of it. We've seen how bad prep and potentially traffic can cause teams problems when Farron had to come here, and we put them to the sword on that night. So we have to make sure that we're prepared for Tuesday, get there on time, make sure we are getting a coach down as well, so that always helps. Long trip Tuesday, another league game, and then we go into Saturday's FA Trophy game. So yeah, listen, we can get ourselves back-to-back wins hopefully this week, with a lot of confidence going into Walton, because that's going to be a difficult game.